Hey guys, Rexlent here. Welcome to another Crash Course guide, this time for Zhezhi, and I will get straight into her rotation. So for her Forte gauge, there's 3 parts to it. Each part is 30 points, so up to 90 points. And her basic attack chain has only 3 combos, so 1, 2, 3. And completing a full combo will give her 45 points to her Forte. So 45 out of 90, that's half gauge. And performing intro attack will also give another 45 points. And once you have full gauge, all you need to do is press her resonance skill. I'll call it E over here. All you do is E, basic, E, E, E. 3 E after that. So like this, E, basic, E, E, E. And that's it. Congratulations, you've already mastered Zhezhi. So now we'll talk a bit more on how her Forte actually works. So her E skill will only be enhanced if she has at least 2 gauges, so 60 points, and then she'll convert it to the mark on the left and on the right as you saw earlier in the footage. And you can also place them in midair if you press and hold E instead. So I'm just gonna do it right now, press and hold E. And there we go. And now all you need to do is press E to teleport to any of the marks. You can also face them if you want to specifically teleport to them like this. And like this. And there you go. So 60 gauge to place left and right. And then there's one more mark, which is the middle mark, through 5 different types of trigger. However, the easiest one is still pressing basic right after E with a full gauge, like the initial rotation I showed you. Otherwise, you can also just do jump and heavy. And there we go. We've already spent 1 gauge. That's the middle one. So for demonstration, I'm just going to press and hold E to place them in the air, and then press basic right after that since I have a full gauge to place the middle one. So like this, press and hold E, press basic. There we go. And then I have 3 marks now, left, right, and middle. So just press E on any of them. Like that. And she'll automatically attack them. So ideally, you want to do the 3 marks version because it has the most damage. Like after the 3rd E, she gets bonus damage out of it, like bonus hits out of it. Try to do the full set. So we can also do it this way. I have 2 gauges here, so that's already enough for my E, left and right mark, like that. And then I'll just spend the 3rd one for the middle mark. Just heavy, air heavy. That's good enough. E, 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 like that. You can also time your E if you want to be strategic with your dodges. So, like that. 2 gauges again, 3 gauges. E, basic, E, E, E. Like that, pretty fun. As for her Resonance Liberation, it's similar to Mortaphy. So once she does her ultimate, you get coordinated attacks even when she's off screen, or you can also keep her on screen. So I'll do it like right now. And then you'll see. There we go, those are the attacks. So these attacks will also fill up Zhezhi's gauge really quickly. Coordinated attacks, just like that. Switch her out. So it's still ongoing. So the whole liberation lasts for 30 seconds or after 21 coordinated attacks are complete. Pretty good. So that's about it for Zhezhi's Forte. It's pretty simple. All you need to do, you don't have to think so much, is once she has 3 gauge, just press E, basic, E, E, E. So 3 gauge, E, basic, E, E, E. That's it. There's obviously more nuances to this, so you can read the rest in her tooltips. This is just the basics. So E, basic, E, E, E. That's it. One other thing to note is that her air dodge is always reset every time she does the air E, like this. So I'm gonna E, I can dodge like that. E, I can dodge again. So pretty good. As for her outro skill, it's Glacial Buff and also Resonance Skill Amplify, 25% for 14 seconds for the next character. That's why she's extremely good for Zhezhi. As for inherent skill, the first one increases attack by 6% up to 3 stacks after she uses Stroke of Genius or Creation Zenith. That's the one where she uses E when she teleports into her mark. And for her second inherent skill, this is the good one. This is similar to Yang Yang where she gives more ultimate charge to the next character. So she's 2 in 1 basically. Yang Yang's outro skill plus Glacial plus Resonance buff. As for her weapon, obviously the weapon that comes with her banner is her best weapon, Rhyme Drain Sprouts. with a really high crit damage at 72% at level 90, and it increases attack by 12%. And using Resonance skill grants up to 3 stacks of basic attack bonus of 12%, so up to 36% for 6 seconds. And after 3 stacks, you can safely switch her out with her outro skill, and it'll buff herself with 52% basic attack damage bonus. So this will be really good when you use her Resonance Liberation coordinated attack and then you switch her out, and it's gonna be massively buff. And if you don't have a weapon, Yinlin String Master also works for 5-star, followed by Cosmic Ripples. And if you don't have either of those, Variation or any other 4-star weapon works for her as well. Pretty straightforward. When it comes to skill leveling priority, basically always go for the 2 inherent skills, and also Forte Circuit and Resonance Liberation. Just prioritize these 2 and the 2 inherent skills, and then you can do up the rest later on: Resonance skill, normal attack, and intro skill. As for her Echo, Moonlit set is good on her. You can just go 4-4-1-1-1 configuration, so 2 bosses and 3 1-cost echoes all on attack main stat. And for the 2 4-cost echoes, you can just go crit rate and crit damage. Usually your healer will be using the turtle main echo, so you can set Impermanence Heron as her main echo so that she will buff the 3rd character. And for her energy regen, getting about 130% is already good enough for her to get her ultimate off consistently. Of course, if you want to play her as a main DPS, especially if you have a 5-star weapon, you can also go Glacial set or 3-3-1-1 Glacial set. That is also fine. Now for her Resonance Chain, it's mostly damage increase for herself. I would say S0 is already good enough to play Zhezhi normally. S1 gives her even more resonance energy when she uses Creation Zenith. So Creation Zenith is a skill where she does E 3 times. So only on full gauge, that's the one called Creation Zenith. And she gets resonance energy restored by 15 and crit rate increased by 10%. For the rest, it's just more damage. And for the 4th chain, it's an attack increase by 20%. This is the generic one for everybody when she does her Resonance Liberation. And beyond that, it's just more and more damage. If you're a big fan of her, you can consider going all the way. Otherwise, S0 is good enough. As for team composition, we've already discussed before. So Verena, the overworked Verena, will always be in a team for every team composition, followed by Zhezhi to buff Jinxi. This is the highly recommended team. However, since Zhezhi also gives energy charge to the next character, she's pretty versatile. You can put anybody here for faster energy gain. You can even put Changli as well. And if you really want Zhezhi to be the main damage dealer in your team, you can also put Sanhua here, and she'll buff her basic attack because Zhezhi is all about basic attack. You can set this team up as well. As I said before, she's pretty versatile. You can place her as the 3rd character, main DPS, and hold Glacial set. Or most of the time, she's gonna be the 2nd character holding the Moonlit Echo set to buff the 3rd character. And that's pretty much it for the crash course for Zhezhi. Hopefully this crash course guide has helped you in understanding more about Zhezhi's playstyle and how to build her. Consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!